Here is a fact. I've been studying nationalistic, xenophobic regimes for a very long time. I'm an Eastern Europeanist. When you see the rise of nationalism and you see the rise of xenophobia, you see also a parallel attack on women.
Every midnight, after 12 o'clock, they ask me to dress nice. They escort me to the hotel, to the casino, and they bought my body.
And severe abuse, physical, verbal, and sexual, not only from her traffickers, but from her buyers as well.
45 minutes, they can do whatever they want with my body. If they want to abuse me, they abuse me. They slap me, they slap me. They whip me, they whip me. That's it. Besides, I was weak. So whatever they want, I have to do it. They treated me like a dog. They treated me like an animal. I wasn't human. I couldn't do anything. If I fight, I scream, it will not good because I already saw many people scream, many people fight. And what they got? Abuse. And I want to go back home for my daughter.
I think undocumented people are really the most vulnerable because they end up, if they're detained by ICE, I think the odds are a long shot against them actually getting access to a T-visa. I mean, the story of Shonda is really compelling because she fought to become free by escaping from the apartment building that she was being kept in, and she, despite the fact that she sought safety with law enforcement and they initially rejected her, she persisted, and I think that is atypical. I think people can get caught up in the system and they will end up being jailed for prostitution. People may or may not listen to their stories. In this case, you know, a person did listen to her and reported her situation to the FBI. I think the trauma is quite severe, and I would say that one of the major cases right now that we know about is the enslavement and the trafficking of Yazidi women by ISIS in Iraq, in Syria. It is grotesque. It is so severe that these women, when they have been freed, they can barely even talk. They have extensive physical injuries. Many of them will never be able to have children again. They have permanent health problems. They may contract sexually transmitted diseases, including HIV/AIDS. Really, really horrific consequences, physical and mental. And the post-traumatic stress disorder is so severe, it's beyond words. I think what we're witnessing in America, I actually think it's a significant moment. I have been extremely disturbed by the discourse of last year's campaign, the comments by the current president, where he was captured on video, his comments about because he was a celebrity, he could have sex with any woman he wanted to have sex with. And you would have thought that would shock the conscience of the country, but it didn't. But this most recent incident seems to have exploded. It seems like there's an explosion in the culture. America is not much different from anywhere else in the world, how it views women. In America, women are legally, in terms of legal scrutiny to prove sex discrimination and sexual harassment, there's more of a burden on the victim to prove that they've been wronged in a court of law. I believe that this rape culture that we are swimming in reflects an attitude towards women and girls that is a derogatory one, a subordinate one, and that it's like fair game on college campuses, in the military. When you see the rise of nationalism and you see the rise of xenophobia, you see also a parallel attack on women. Women disappear from the public sphere, attacks on women's bodies, attacks on their access to abortion, birth control, their bodily integrity and their autonomy to carry out their day-to-day lives is imposed upon and impinged. That's happening. It's playing out right now. Now, I think what's shocking about it is that it's so brazen. It's very brazen. And I think for the millennial generation, this is a wake-up call. This is a wake-up call. A first trimester abortion became legal in the United States in 1973. This generation has never known about what it could mean in their life to not have access because maybe of poverty. Secondly, this president and this administration has now removed contraception from insurance coverage. Well, this is going to cause not only unplanned pregnancies, it will have economic consequences for that woman and her family. So if women cannot control their body, their bodily integrity and their autonomy of physical ability to exercise, well, they are not free, without a doubt. I do believe, though, that there's a hell of a lot of resistance in the culture in the United States. The Women's March the day after the inauguration was incredible. And I think women are really, really angry. How that gets mobilized and how that gets channeled, we're seeing in different ways, but we'll have to wait and see what kind of political outcome that will have. There's a lot of energy around these issues, and I don't think that that people are going to hide from it. I think they're leaning forward and they're confronting it.